Hey guys, so today we're making some breakfast nachos. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started with the recipe. So I'm going to start by cutting up some of these keto-friendly tortillas. And so I have about 3 tortillas here, and I'm just going to cut them into squares, well, triangles, to make my own tortilla chips, or you can just buy tortilla chips from the store or use protein chips. And so I am going to spray this little air fryer basket. I'm actually going to cook this in the oven to crisp up my chips, or you can put it in your air fryer, or again, you can fry it on the stove in some grease. It's totally up to you, but I am making this bariatric friendly, so I'm going to spray it with some non-stick cooking spray on the top, and then I am going to season it with some salt, and then I baked it in a 400-degree oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. Just to crisp it up. And so while my tortilla chips are baking, I'm going to shred up some Colby Jack cheese. You can also just use the pre-shredded cheese, and it really doesn't matter what kind of cheese you use. I just like Colby Jack cheese. And so I'm going to put that to the side, and then I am going to brown up some of this turkey breakfast sausage. You can use pork sausage, you can use bacon, you can use chorizo. You can use chicken. It's totally up to you. But I am just going to cook this until it is nice and brown. You could also use some plant-based sausage. I know they have that in the freezer section, or even in the refrigerator section next to like the beef. I've seen the Impossible or the Beyond Beef in there. So you can use any plant-based sausage or even tofu for this recipe. It is your recipe. So next I am going to scramble 1 egg, and I'm just using some, I can't believe it's not butter, the light one. I just seasoned my egg with some salt and some pepper, and you want to make sure, back to the meat, you want to make sure that you cook your meat until it's like nice and crispy. So for the turkey, I made sure all of the liquid was gone so that it could get a little crisp on the outside. And so our tortilla chips are done, and I'm about to plate my nachos. So I'm just going to use about 6 chips, so that is equivalent to about a tortilla, 1.5 tortillas. And then I am going to put my egg on top. And again, this is just 1 egg, but you can make as much of this as you would like. I'm going to top it with a little bit of Colby Jack cheese. And surprisingly, I was able to eat all of this. This was about 2 ounces of the turkey breakfast sausage. And I initially was just making it so that the plate would be full for the video, but I did measure everything. And so I'm just topping it off with some Pico de Gallo. And then I have some of this roasted salsa verde, which is really good. It adds a nice amount of spice. I really like this brand. So I'm going to put some of that on there. And then, of course, I'm going to add some jalapenos because I love spicy food. But you can add or omit whatever you want. Again, these are your nachos, so make them taste good to you. And so I'm just putting some jalapenos on there. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this queso sauce on there. Again, you don't have to add that. And this is the finished product. You can top it with some cilantro if you fancy. But this was really, really delicious, guys. And this is bariatric friendly. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.